Entrepreneurship is an awesome, awesome thing. Raising your kids is awesome, awesome thing. And the time that it takes to juggle both of them, man, that's hard. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about something entrepreneurs really deal with when they have families and spending time with their kids and balancing the business and the family together. How do I juggle that time and how do I spend some quality time with my kids, especially when I'm working a second shift type job. So this is going in my Big Mouth Sensei YouTube channel, but the business principles translates over to any type of business, but I'll be mainly referring to our martial art business, which is basically a second shift type job. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. How do I spend time with my kids? Now let me say this at the very beginning. You make sure that your spouse is priority. They are more important than the children. Yes, I said that. They're more important than the children. Make sure you schedule that time also, okay? And there's we can talk about that forever. But anyway, how do I spend time with my kids? Number one, you got to be proactive. You got to schedule it. Make sure if you're running a business, you're scheduling things, you're planning things, plan your family time. The days that you have off, plan it, block it off, guard it. Children, try as much as possible. Start the day with them, end the day with them. I have a little booklet on my Mentoring Your Next Journey website, my coaching site, intentional conversations with your children. Super important to start the day right and end the day right. So be the one to get them up without a bunch of fussing and fighting. Be the one to tuck them in if at all possible in the evening. I know sometimes you guys will be working while they're being put to bed because kids these days go to bed super early. But if possible, put them in the bed. You put them in the bed. Spend that quality time with them starting and ending the day with them. Guard the time. Be proactive about scheduling it. Might I say, as far as the educational component to your children's life, consider homeschooling. I'm a big homeschooling fan. But if you ever wanted to kill your children, just homeschool because you'll want to. They will push the buttons. But on the other hand, they'll get done. You get done in 3 and 4 hours as opposed to the school system being all day and then after school care and then, whatever. So you can compress that school time and have a lot more time, have much more time spent with you. Now that doesn't work for everybody. And I understand that. We homeschooled our daughter until the 7th grade. And I have homeschool staff people and people that worked for me before and owned schools with me before, and they're setting the world on fire. Super, super successful. And especially if your child is entrepreneur minded, I would not have them in the public school system. I would have them graduating early and getting on with life. Anyway, that's that component. So number 3 is have them work in the school, be in the school or be in the business, as much as possible without being in the way, without losing that professionalism. Understand that, depending on the age of the child, etc. Give them responsibility, give them a chance to earn money so they can earn money and they can know how money works, etc. Don't underestimate your child is looking up to you as their hero. Everybody I talk to, these children whose parents are involved in martial arts, that's their hero. They're punching and kicking the bags and throwing people across the room. I mean, who else does that? So the kids really look up to you. Don't underestimate that. So be proactive about the time. Start and end the day right with your own kids. Consider alternative education. Just check. There's a lot of different things out there. I don't want to spend the whole video on that. Have them work in the school, all right, or be part of the school so they feel some type of ownership. And this is probably the most important that you really don't want to hear. When you start your business, you got to have a plan to have staff. You got to have some help. You cannot do it by yourself. You will just burn out, period. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2, you got to spend time with the family. You want to be home in the evenings. You're going to miss that time with your children. So your staff or hiring a person to cover 1 night, 2 nights a week so you can be home makes a world of difference. Make sure you do that. Plan from the get-go. Training someone to help walk alongside you. Share those burdens. And so you can have some time off with your family, and pretty soon you might be doing the day work, so to speak, and you're there in the evenings just making sure everything is okay. You're checking in for an hour or so, and then you're leaving, you're back home. Staff is a huge help. one of the greatest blessings in the world is having a business. And then the other blessing in the world is having your children. And then the balancing act of the two is really important, okay? Because those kids are going to grow up quick. It's going to be 18 before you realize it. They're going to be gone. So you need to have as much impact on them as possible. So I hope this helped. You guys take care.